leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Achane on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The two are going to try and throw for it, and they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Ray McLeod. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tua now on first down. Throw caught by Achane. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake. Now Penix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Throwing again, Penix. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Tua now on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. A quick slant to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Achane. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Carr now to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Zed Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Saints have cut the lead back down to 2.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Tua's going to change things up.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
It's a slant to Hill.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Carr now on first down.
Going right back to Wilson.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now they'll shift things around.
Carr completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Kamara fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Now Rattler.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll give this to Achane.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards.
And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Now Jackson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On second down, Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 8-6 the score after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, here's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jackson. Out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
To his throw, complete there to Smith.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tua going to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Touchdown! Devon Achane. 32 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Escaping the pressure right.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Henry up the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Jackson to throw.
A check down here for Henry.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Jackson now.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real